All right.
Leave my state alone.
The drastic situation presented by the removal of petrol subsidy prompted government at all levels to introduce novel ideas to stabilize things. One of those is the change from fuel to gas. Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun has launched compressed natural gas-powered buses as efforts to cushion the effects of the removal of subsidy. Governor Abiodun said his government will continue to provide the needed relief for the people. Let's share the story with you.
In order to reduce the hardship caused by the removal of fuel subsidy, support the environment, and to provide efficient and affordable modern transport system for the people of the state, Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun has unveiled compressed natural gas-powered buses. The governor said the buses will operate across different areas of the state, including Shagamu, Mowe, Bafo, Baja assays, adding that it's part of the multimodal transport system initiated by his administration.
These are better, they are more efficient in terms of consumption of fuel to cost, they are cleaner, and they are a more sustainable means of transportation anywhere in the world, and we are starting that in Ogun State, being the first state in Nigeria.
He said the buses will operate along campuses and other busy areas to reduce transportation problems among students, workers, and traders.
We have given some buses to our indefatigable civil servants and workers. We will be providing some buses for the use of our students in their campuses.
Members of the National Assembly in attendance praised the governor for the project and called for more support for his administration.
This everywhere is a major step, and I think even the federal government is looking at something like this from what we see, and of course, meaning that the great state of the state under President Dapo Abiodun are taking a lead again.
Stakeholders, including the chairman of the State Traditional Council, leaders of labor unions, and market leaders, also commended the governor and expressed their appreciation.
I want to report that the government of Ogun State has invited the leadership of organized labor in Ogun State 4 days after the removal of fuel subsidy to have a common front on how to cushion the effect of the removal of the subsidy.
Local mechanics have been trained by the foreign partners to ensure that they will be able to carry out the conversion and maintenance of the vehicles in the state, and special plans have been provided for refilling of CNG. Kazimolowe, TVC News, Abeokuta.
Our people want to see this thing rolled out across the country. Yes. As in, apart from just mentioning, it's been like a month, 2 months that after the removal of subsidy that we've meted this idea, but they want to see it state to state, local government, federal government, and Dapo Abiodun has just replaced the trail.
Governor Dapo's project is different to the national one. For the national project, government has committed 100 billion naira to that project.
So to be ongoing,
it is hoped that, and the pilot scheme has begun. We talked about it on the program on Sunday here. They have signed the partnership deal with NURTW, with NATO, to help them convert their gas-fired, their petrol-fired engines to gas. But what they are doing now is to ensure that vehicles have both gas engines and petrol engines, because there are communities that you get to that so you cannot buy the gas. So that is what they are doing with MC Oluomo and the rest of them. They had an event last weekend with them here in Lagos.
Okay.
Now, it is hoped that within the next 6 months, we will have received like 3,500 buses. Right now, they have luxury buses. They've received 70 and 40 small buses. They've received those ones. And the states like Rivers have already placed order. Now, tricycles, within 6 months, we will get at least 10,000 tricycles that are going to be gas powered, CNG powered. So that project is on. But this governor was quicker than everyone. The moment he saw that subsidy will go, he already embarked on this scheme and brought in some Indians to come train Ogun State mechanics on how to do these conversions, make the kits available to them, and train them on conversion. We are going to also have workshops. That partnership has been signed at the federal level. You saw Gbajabiamila Miller and the rest of them there. The person that the president has appointed to coordinate the scheme is the country's #1 taxman, Zach Adedeji. So they are fully committed to the idea. So we will have workshops, and what's it called? Like service stations where you can fill your tank, across the country. Through the internet, you will get information about the workshops that are nearest to you. Yes, so that you can go there. They will schedule you for appointment, and then you have it done. They are going to subsidize those kits. They're going to subsidize those kits so that it can be affordable to people. Secondly, people want to bring these things in on their own. Government has decided to remove duty. These are the steps being taken to usher us into the CNG vehicles era. There's also thinking about electric cars and all that, but I guess that will come later. But what Ogun has done is to set the pace. Ogun is the first in our country to really start this project. What I don't want to see is a situation in which you make the conversion kits expensive. If it is expensive, it's a waste of time. This is not something to make money off our people. Our people are already depressed, they are already suffering. So if you cannot subsidize it tremendously so that everyone, every person of means who wants to have his car converted to CNG fired engines can access it, then it really makes no sense. Because we are the ones who remove subsidy. It wasn't their choice that subsidy should go. Now we have to do things that will cushion the effect and the pains that our people are facing. States must not see this as another revenue generating drive. Yes, revenue will come, but if we place making money through this scheme over cushioning the effects of subsidy removal on our people, then it will be really terrible on our people. I like the fact that they brought buses that people will be commuting with. It means now, because right now it's around 280 per liter. When converted, that is the value. Right now, 280 naira per liter. It was lower than that before, but the exchange rate has gone up. So I can understand why it's gone up.
MJ, let's look at the advantages of this CNG powered buses, and if you have cars, car owner, private vehicles can have it around.
The advantages are quite numerous. Apart from the fact that the setup cost, the starter pack is about, for an average vehicle, is about 400,000 naira. And that's why I think I subscribe to what Jide said, that as part of the palliatives for the subsidy removal, governments must help by subsidizing to at least 200, at least 50%. So that, and we can do it because some people they might want to be falling with these skins. They might say, well, we need your NIN or your BVN so that we won't have somebody taking advantage, bringing other people's vehicles or doing sharp practices with it, so that instead of paying 400,000 for the starter pack, you pay 200, while government subsidizes the remaining for at least one vehicle per family. And beyond that, another advantage is the fact that with the CNG-powered vehicles, you have cleaner engines. The case of your carburetor getting bad, your injector getting bad because of a bad fuel will never arise because you are firing on clean energy. And in fact,
for the environment.
Yeah, it's good for the environment. So the advantages are quite numerous.
Some people are even saying that you can alternate.
You can even alternate.
When you
have the
when you run down of gas.
That's what we call hybrid. So so you can make you can have a station where you can run both on petrol and gas. Now, today, apart from Lagos, petrol is selling above 600 naira in other parts of the country.
Everywhere.
I bought fuel 650 in Ekiti over the weekend. 650 naira per liter. But with CNG, 280, equivalent of 280 naira per liter. That's a difference of about 400 naira. So, and it's cleaner for your car, it's cleaner for your engine, but government should ensure that the rollout process is faster. They need to deploy these CNG stations and workshops where these vehicles could be converted in several parts of the country, and at least more than one location in each of the 774 local governments. So, and that should be done fast. Why the state government?
When I asked about why it's taking time, they told me that those vehicles will be, it's not as if you can buy them off the shelf.
Yeah.
And when you place the order, they will now go and manufacture them. So it takes time. That is the thing. But because the NSC has been on their neck, they've received those ones I talked about, 70 luxury buses and 40 small buses. At least NSC cannot say they are not doing anything. Those ones are ready, you know, which is the starting phase. Hopefully, this thing will
circulate.
Will help us, especially those who cannot afford to buy expensive fuel.
All right, we'll take this.